Hi guys, Jeff Clark, Sources Apprentice. Went to a couple of garage sales at some Amish places in my area here, northern Indiana, and got some cool stuff. And I've got a couple good lessons to teach you. One of them is really, really good. So stick around till the end, okay? I'll show you what I got. All right, so I got some cool vintage stuff. I love these Ronco cordless power scissors, Texan nut sheller. Really, guys, the weirder the better, okay? And this vintage packaging, that always raises value. I love selling that kind of stuff on eBay. I also love doing old vintage calculators, big, fat, and ugly calculators, do the best. Typewriters, oh my gosh, I've sold so many typewriters this year. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this beautiful gray color. Adler needs to be cleaned up a little bit. I paid $5 for this in case. Recent solds on eBay range from $30 to $130 plus shipping. Yay, Jeff. Got a few board games here. That's a 1976 Probe. The Skip Across is really cool. I don't know if you can see it here. It's from 1954. Isn't that neat? And this Manage Your Money game. That's from 1969. Thought that's pretty cool too. And I love this space game. I could not find this on Amazon, but this is pretty cool. It's a little electronic thing. You put batteries in it. And there's air that blows up, and this little foam ball like hovers over the astronaut. It's kind of goofy, but so I couldn't find this on Amazon. But you know, there are websites out there that you can go to. Don't be afraid to look at, like Board Game Geek. That's a great one for games. But there are also expert websites on just about anything you buy, so that'll be fun to research. Okay, let's talk books. Oh my gosh, book sets. So we talk about these big sets, and I love doing these because Amazon sellers don't like to send these in FBA, which is great. I'll send them in FBA and not have any competition. And when you go to garage sales, these are usually selling pretty cheap because they don't want to deal with all this big, heavy stuff. So I'm picking these up for $2, $5, $6 a piece. All right. This Fabulous Century, it's a Time Life set. Rank is 1,000,003, and lowest FBA right now is $80. Funkin' Wagnall's New Encyclopedia of Science, rank is 2,000,006, so it's a little long tail, but there's no FBA. And even if I kept it at home and sold it merchant fulfilled, lowest merchant fulfilled is $50. I only paid $2 for it. And yes, it has all 21 volumes. Always make sure you count to make sure all the volumes are there. And if they're not, you know, do a little research. You might be able to find missing volumes on eBay or Amazon and complete your set. I've done that a couple times. This is an 8-volume set called Book Trails. I actually had this set as a kid. My sisters had it and passed it down to me. This is published in 1946. The lowest price right now is $125, rank of 2,000,000. It's really, really pretty. That was pretty cool. Okay, a couple more sets up here. This one is very long tail. It's over 5 million ranks, so I might just merchant fulfill this, but the lowest price is $85 on Amazon. I only paid $5. Life History of the United States. This is a 12-volume set. Rank is 760,000. Great rank for a big set like this. And lowest FBA price is $60. So a lot of money there. Got some individual titles. Always look at these old oddball cookbooks. Isn't that pretty? Betty Crocker's Picture Cookbook. Shooting books are good. Some vintage fiction. Okay, this is your really, really valuable lesson right here. This is a book called The Mighty Whirlwind. All right? This is a book that was published in 1966, and it is a first-hand account of the 1965 Palm Sunday tornadoes. Okay, they went through my area. They went through northern Indiana right here. Okay, now this photograph right here was taken about 20 miles from my house, and this is the most famous tornado photograph ever taken because it's the first time that anyone captured twin funnels on camera. Now, it may not seem like a big deal to us today because multiple funnels are pretty common today. We know they produce 4 or 5 funnels apiece. But at the time this was published, no one knew that a tornado could produce multiple funnels. So this photo right here rocked the scientific and the meteorological world. Now, you gotta be a meteorological geek to really get off on something like that, right? Okay, that's kind of an oddball thing for my area to be famous for. But my point is not to focus on weather, okay? My point is you, in your area, wherever you are, you have famous stuff in your area, okay? Whether it's an event, it doesn't have to be a weather event. It could be, you know, a gathering of people. Maybe it was a big protest or a festival or something that made history, okay? Or maybe you had famous people that grew up in your area. Or maybe you have a famous product that's made in your area. Okay? My point is, whatever makes your area unique is going to be easier for you to find in your area stuff about that unique thing, okay? But there are devotees, fans all over the world of whatever or whoever that thing is, okay? And I'm not just talking, this book here, look, this is the third time that I've got this book, okay? I sent one in a few months ago to Amazon. It sold right away for $60. I have a second one on Amazon right now, listed at $72. This is my third copy, okay? I don't want to say it's common to find these, but it's not so unusual for me to find these in my area because I'm going to garage sales and estate sales where, these people live through this. They know I know people in this book. Seriously, there's a story in this book about a family that I went to church with when I was a kid. Okay, so I even have a personal connection to this book, all right? So again, my point is not to focus on the tornadoes themselves because, there's other stuff in my area. I'm close to the Studebaker plant, okay, where Studebakers were made for over a century. People love Studebakers all over the world. Why not? They're gorgeous, right? I'm about a half hour's drive from Notre Dame. Oh my gosh, Notre Dame is world famous. Everybody knows Notre Dame. If I drive an hour west, I can see Michael Jackson's boyhood home, okay? And I'm not focusing on those specific things, but my point is wherever you are in your area, you are likely to find a greater supply of memorabilia, products, whatever, of that thing. And there are people all over the world who are slobbering to get their hands on whatever that is. Okay, does that make sense? Right? Because you have stuff in your area that's unique to you, and there's an audience for it all over the world. And this right here is the proof. All right? So that is my valuable lesson. Learn what is unique about your area, and when you're out sailing, sourcing, look for some of that stuff. So here's my haul for today. Give me some comments. Let me know what you think. And go ahead and tell me what's unique about your area. I want to hear what's cool about your area. All right? Happy sourcing, guys.